Hi guys, this is Heidi and you're watching HeidiKMakeup. I wanted to bring you my makeup inventory for the year of 2017. I'm actually really happy with it. So I just recorded my collection. That video should be coming out eventually, but we've been having a lot of trouble with the camera, which is why all the videos on this channel have been on the webcam lately. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what my numbers look like this year. I'm really happy with them. It is skewed a little bit though because I did just get rid of a bunch of Too Faced products. It is what it is, but I finally feel like there are areas where I would be okay with my collection growing, and I also feel like I have a reasonable amount of makeup. Like, it fits in one drawer, and I think I might have less than my mom has. It's still more than a lot of people have, but it's less than, definitely less than most of the YouTuber collections that I see. So let's just get started. As far as eyeshadow goes, I have 0 singles, which I want to keep that way. I don't like single eyeshadows. I just don't use them. I much prefer the palette format. For palettes, I have 9, 2 of which were quads, and then the rest of them are larger size palettes. And I am okay with that number. I don't actually want that number to grow. Maybe if I buy one in the future, I might be okay with that. But, you know, it takes like a year to finish a palette. And right now, I'm happy with the collection of palettes that I have as I'm doing Pan That palette. So I have 9 now. I had 22 last year. For blush, I have 6, and I had 21 last year, and part of that was because I had some blush palettes, and I don't have any blush palettes anymore. So of the 6, 3 of them are cream blushes, and 3 of them are powder blushes. And I would be okay with that number shrinking, actually. I think that I could have 1 cream blush and 1 or 2 powder blushes and be content. Like, really, when blush goes on, it all kind of looks the same anyway. So, I don't really want to see that number grow, at least not intentionally. Last year I had 3 lip liners. This year I have 0 lip liners. I might want to get 1 red one, maybe, but honestly, I just don't use lip liners. I'd be okay if this stayed the same. If it grew a little, it wouldn't be the end of the world for me. For concealers, I have 2 concealers. It's like a duo. So it's like a normal concealer on one side and then like a yellow concealer for blemishes on the other side. And I would be okay with that number staying the same, or maybe growing to have like a good salmon concealer, but I don't really want very many. Last year I had 3, and this year I have 1, or if you want to count it, it could be 2. For foundation, I had 1, which I really enjoyed. This year I have 2, and the only reason I have 2, actually I don't know why I'm digging in here because some of them are in my makeup bag. The only reason I have 2 this year is because 1 is way too light for me and 1 is way too dark for me. When I am done with them, I would like to get a color that matches me. I prefer to just have 1 foundation at any given time. So I'd like to see that number shrink, but I'm okay with it right now because I do a lot of mixing of foundations to make them match. For mascara, I have 1, and last year I had 2, and I am okay with the 1 number. I just want to have 1. All year last year, actually, I was just going through 1 at a time. So I only ever want to have 1 open. I'm okay with having 1 open and then 1 backup for when that runs out. But I think 1 mascara is plenty. There's no reason to open a bunch because they go bad so quickly. For powder this year, I have 0. Last year I had 1, and I would like to get another powder. I'm out. So I was using the Milani powder, and I'm out. So I'd be okay with having 1, but I don't want more than 1, and I want it to always be pressed. I don't like loose powder. I just don't. But not having 1 has actually made me multitask my Pan That palette project. I've been using eyeshadow as face powder. But come summertime, that shadow is going to be way too light. It is too light right now, actually, but whatever. Lipstick, that was out of control last year. Last year I had 27, and this year I have 7. And I would be okay with that growing a little. For eyeshadow bases, I have 3. Last year I had 8. This year I have 3. Honestly, think one, maybe two is plenty. Like one dark eyeshadow base and one light. I pretty much use my eyeshadow bases as primers. I don't have any eyeshadow primers right now. And I want to go through them this year and then just have maybe one eyeshadow base. And then for lip gloss, last year I had 7 lip glosses and this year I have 4. And I would like to see that number shrink. I really just don't like lip gloss. Like, I don't think I've really touched any of those glosses, the 4 that I have, at all last year. And they are all so pigmented. So like, for example, this I am classifying as a lip gloss, but it's more like a liquid lipstick, really. Like, it's just super duper pigmented. And I just don't like the texture of a super pigmented lip gloss. So I'm hoping to shrink that number down and then probably have maybe 1 clear gloss, maybe, but really I just don't like lip gloss. And then there was one, I feel like I missed one. Oh yeah, I scrolled down too quickly. For eyeliner, for pencil eyeliner, last year I had 2, this year I have 1, and I would be okay with having 2. I want to have a black one and a nude one, so I'm okay with that number growing as well. For gel and liquid liner, I have 1 black liquid liner and 1 brown gel liner, and I think that that is perfect. Maybe 1 colorful gel liner would be nice too, but I'm okay if it doesn't grow. Highlighter, let's not eat that, okay honey? Here, how about I hand you this? There you go. For highlighter, last year I had 3, and this year I have 3, and I think that's fine because one's a cream, one's a liquid, and one's a powder, and that's where I'd like to keep it. I think highlighter all ends up pretty much looking the same. So I would be okay with those numbers staying the same, but I don't want to have like 6 powder highlights or more than 1 liquid. I'm okay with 3 because they're different formats. And then bronzer, last year I had 3 and this year I have 1, and I'm okay with only having 1. I really don't like bronzer. I just don't like bronzer. I don't use it. And I feel like anything that I need bronzer for, I could just use shadow. So I'd even be okay with not having any bronzer at all, but I'm okay with the bronzer that I do have. Maybe a contour bronzer, but honestly, I'm gonna be serious with myself. I'm not gonna use it. And then last year I had 3 eyebrow products, and this year I have 1, and I'm okay with only having 1. I feel like I can use shadow as... Kids licking all my stuff. I feel like I can use eyeshadow as my brow product, so even if I had 0, that would be okay, but I do think that there's something to be said for like a real quick little pencil or real quick gel, just having 1 product just super duper quick. So that is my collection. I am super happy with it. I think that it's a reasonable collection. I'd like to see my eyeshadows shrink, which I'm working on with Pan That palette this year. Other than that, if I buy more products, I'm okay if I buy more. What is that? I'm okay seeing my collection grow at this point, as long as it just doesn't get really, really out of hand and it's reasonable stuff. So I'd be okay if I got more lip colors, you know, and then other things, just like keep it under control. I don't need 20 mascaras. I don't need more than 1 or 2 foundations. So yeah, that is my makeup inventory this year. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I'd love to hear if you did a makeup inventory video. I'd love to watch it. These are really, really enjoyable for me. And I'm really excited for Pan That palette this year. So I will talk to you guys all when I talk to you. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.